Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we are going to be returning with another series of the Grim Reaper. That's right, the man who brings death, destruction, in a very moldy and cheesy manner to all of his opponents. Down here in the bottom left, representing greenskins, it's Grim Goblin. A man of many accounts, bit of a cheeky bastard. And his opponent in the top right, a red player. Yeah, another one of these Grandmaster tryhards. It is a Barcode Zerg. We're going to go with Pocky is the name of this player. Now, for those who don't know, Grim is about 6k MMR, usually on the EU ladder, similarly ranked on North America as well. And he's a master of cheese. Started out actually improving really hard, being inspired by Printf. He became a very good cannon rusher. Speaking of which, Forge first. He's hiding a pylon there. His opponent went straight for the third, which is a terrible choice because I think he expected to get blocked because everyone's doing that at the moment. And yet Grim's like, oh, what? Okay, you just like presenting this. And the Overlord's not checking. The Overlord always needs to go over and check, but oh my God, he's so close to seeing that pylon. But he's like, nah, we can just scout. Everything's normal. All good. I saw a probe hanging around. It's all, yeah, it's fine. Well, oh, look, you see his probe's here. Look at this. The drone's like checking right now. He's like, you cannon rushing? Okay, cool, good. You know, I hate getting cannon rushed, man. It would be a real bummer if I forgot to scout with a drone and was getting cannon rushed. Grim building his gateway on the front as part of the wall, and he's getting 2 cannons up, and he's actually gone back to probing. He's on 21 workers. He's got a second gas. So he's actually transitioning here, and oh, the Overlord changes paths. Okay, something tipped him off. I don't know what, or maybe he just decided to be a little bit more careful. He comes over there just before the hatchery finishes, and ooh, barely cancels that. Very wise decision. So that's really good. At least he got that canceled down. He rebuilds another hatchery there on his natural instead. Does need to start a queen up. And this drone looks like it's going to go across the map. On the other side, Grimmy is getting himself a cannon, a cyber core, and is up to a full 1 base of mining. And that Overlord pokes in, does take a few hits from the cannon. I mean, what are we going to do here? Zergling speed, leaving 3 workers on gas. Supply blocked on 22 right now because that hatchery was meant to provide a whole bunch of supply for the Zerg. Unfortunately, did not. The Zergling's going to go across this map, see if they can do anything this drone as well, but that's a full wall off. So I think he's just going to go on back for now. Grimmy's just kind of hanging out, thinking about what next level of bullshit. Robo Stargate. It's going to be a Stargate. Okay. I'm not usually a fan of the Stargate of this scenario, but Grimmy is a man who does many special, disgusting things. Is he serious? Oh my God, what a dick. What a dick. The Overlord sees it straight away. So Pocky knows immediately that he is up against a player who's got a Nexus there. Oh, the drone goes down. Ouch. Accidentally runs that drone in there. Looks like he's got a drone down here, so maybe thinking about taking a hidden base. He's got a spine crawler, which I don't know why he's building a spine. And a baneling nest. Okay, so droning up for the moment, but it looks like he's going to go for a baneling nest. And oh, dude, is his rally point on his third? What happened? What's happening with these drones? Why do his drones keep rallying in? Oh, he's messed something up. I don't know what he messed up with his control groups or something. He just somehow accidentally rallied 2 drones over. So he loses 3 workers in total this game. A Void Ray is going to come out and clean up this Overlord. And whilst he is building a few more queens, which will be good against the Void Ray, he doesn't have that many drones up yet. So every Overlord that goes down is going to be very expensive. Still just building lots and lots of workers here. Trying to grow that count. Wasn't non-stop. He was more focused on getting the voids out, getting up some cannons, some batteries, making sure this was unbreakable. Does take down that Overlord on the left. A 3rd gas goes down on this base. And the Zerg here, just non-stop queen production. So 4 queens will be out soon. More than a match for 1 or 2 Void Rays. And the recall. A whole bunch of probes taken out of that main base. So purposefully lowers this so the new probes can pop out, fill this mineral line out, while this base fills itself up. And already having a 3rd gas, that's an insanely fast gas. I feel like that's almost too early as a 2nd Void Ray comes out. This Void Ray goes back, gets another Overlord kill. Ooh, these are big pickoffs, man. A few Zerglings run in as well. 2-3 Zerglings die there. Ouch. 16 lings on the way. Okay, he's going to pull the trigger. That baneling nest finally going to come into effect. Only 6 workers mining on the natural, so this is super committed. But it has to be because the Void Rays find his hidden base on the right. He can't get queens down there. If he took this base, I think he might have been able to defend it because his creep could just spread over there and he'd be real close. He could waddle off creep and defend. For now, though, he's moving his spawn. He's got lots of queens. He's making 5 banelings. That's not going to be enough. That's 2 cannons, 2 batteries. A 3rd cannon going down as well. Only 2 pylons, though, and they're up front and center. So actually, if you just depower it, that might be the way to take this down, is just focus those pylons down. 10 banelings more for on top of the 5, so 15 banelings. That's going to be a big bust. Not that many zerglings, though, right? There's only 10 zerglings, so it's all about those banelings and queens kind of clearing everything out right now. That hatchery will fall here. The Spore Crawler trying to inch forward, as are the queens and the creep spread. This actually looks like it might work. If he can get rid of this base and make it 2 base versus 1, he might be good. Transfuses landing on that queen. She will go down eventually to that Void Ray, but look at that. The shield battery overcharge, as well as that left-hand side pylon gets taken out. That battery on the right goes down as well. I actually think going for that pylon would have been a winner there, but didn't know there was no pylon behind it. Good queen micro from our Zerg player. And Pocky is going to break through. That cannon's going to fall. This Void Ray over here is going to try and defend those probes for a moment, trying to build pylons behind the mineral line to build some static back there, but it's a bit too late. The Void Ray is taking a lot of damage. 1 Void Ray has already fallen here, and these Void Rays very heavily bruised. The queens and the Spore more than a match for them. Grimmy's got to get them out of there. The Zergling's already chasing after those. Nice micro. He does pull back from the queens temporarily. He's trying to get up shield battery. Another pylon cancels the pylons behind, and those probes are going to get out of there. He immediately just takes a Nexus to the left. You absolute mad lad. Grim Reaper is just a psychopath. He's like, well, he probably assumes I ran home. Like there's something about the beauty of doing that, because it is so incredibly stupid that at this level, nobody would ever consider it. They're like, well, you wouldn't just run to the next base and build it right there. I could just attack with my Zerglings and kill it up. Like, it's such a risk. Pocky might not even check. Pocky might just assume those probes ran down the left of the map and ran home. No. Okay, no, he's going to go to the left. No, he's going south. Oh, this is such a silly gamble to get away with it. Look at this. He doesn't even try to protect it. He just is like, yeah, no, there's nothing over there. The Zerglings go to the other side. They're like, where are those? You haven't taken your base yet? Oh, that's weird. And the Void Rays are sharking around. They're looking for Picos. The Queen, that keeps him busy. Pocky here is now redroning 2 bases. Needs to get a 3rd base up, in my opinion. But did kill all the production. So Grimmy should probably still be screwed from here, I think. Just because losing the production and all that mining time, I mean, you're going to have this base up now. He's got 900 gas in the bank. Dude, Grimmy's in huge trouble. He's rebuilding his Stargates on the new base. What an idiot. Oh, a big Baneling bust, though. This is a big commitment. The Void Rays are almost home, though. Grimmy with some good game sense. He realized this was a threat. That pylon goes down. There's another cannon up there. Plus the Void Rays. Those Banelings, they blew up on the cannon. That's a huge mistake. If those Banelings were in here, they could blow up on these probes right now. But without any Banelings, he's going to have to just chase them down with the Lings. He still has a big opportunity. The probes turn around and try to fight in the choke point. The Void Ray's a little slow. They got to drill back. And look at that genius move. He turns around and fights in the choke point where only 1 or 2 Zerglings could fight at a time and goes back to mining. He's still only lost a total of 5 workers this game. Only 5 workers were killed by the red player. Only 5 probes falling. And that means, guess what? First Stargate's up, second Stargate's up. He's got pylons rebuilding to finish that wall. That's actually 3 Stargates, in fact. So he's up on 3 star. He's got such a gas bank. That's pretty nice. If he just builds a handful more probes and gets out a few more units, he might be able to do it. Unfortunately for him, the creep has scouted this. This base got scouted at some point. Lings are thinking about going after it. Mass Ling Bane Queen definitely has potential. 40 drones going up to Hydra Den, Evo Chamber, 3 gases. The Zerg lacking a 3rd is a big problem. The Void Ray backstab's going to come in and punish. Oh, look at this. Takes out the Spore, starts going for the drones. The Queens were getting ready for their own push. They're on the wrong side of the map right now. The Void Rays are having an absolute ball, denying so much mining, killing a whole bunch of drones. This is huge. Up to 10 workers killed. Starting to take out Overlords now. And look at this. He's ready to retreat to the corner where the Queens won't be able to reach him. Those Queens are coming back, but they're not going to get there in time. Look at that. Oh my god, this is so much damage. Gets him into Supply Block City, 78 out of 60. Oh, too greedy. He's going to lose a Void Ray for that. Oh, will he? Yes, he will. Does do a recall, but a little bit too late. The Ling Bane comes in again, but they can't get it. Look at this. There's too many cannons. The probes trying to pull away. The Banelings take out 1 or 2, but with the battery overcharge and the cannons, that is a hold. And that might actually be the turning point of this game. The damage in the main combined with defending that attack flawlessly, I think he's in an amazing position now. Before, the only thing hurting the Zerg was that he was on 2 base. But those cannons and batteries, they actually can't attack you. So if you think about this, he's invested in all that static. If you see that, you just build more drones, take a 3rd, build some Hydras. What recourse does he have? Grimmy is only building Void Rays right now. He is desperate. 9 queens easily beats 5 or 6 Void Rays. But look at this. He's denying a third base. He's keeping it busy. He's adding a fleet beacon of all things. Is that for carriers or tempests? I do not know. And hydras are on the way. So even after losing that fight, I still think our barcode is in a not terrible situation. But the fear of moving out to just take a third, if you just take a third, take a fourth, play this very slowly, he just doesn't really have a transition course. There's no warp gate. He's starting +1 air weapons now. I mean, how does he ever take a third? Where does he ever take a third base? Is he just going to run a probe back here and wall this off? Like, how does he protect another base? You got to keep in mind, as scary as this looks from the Zerg point of view, Grimmy is really putting on a big effort to look scarier than he is. He's puffing out his chest. He's flapping his feathers and going, you know, like one of those fucking birds that acts scary. It's not really. It's just its ridiculous lack of fear and survival instincts that makes it scary. Like a goose. Have you guys ever seen an angry goose? It's like that. You're just like, well, I could kill you, but it doesn't know that and it refuses to admit that. So unless you're actually willing to kill the goose with your bare hands, you just run away. What? Did he just take those gases? Oh, those are the gases from earlier in the game, right? The Hydra's going to come over to clear that up. Groove Spines is here. No muscular augments yet, so no move speed upgrade for these Hydras. And still no... oh, actually, sorry, there is a third hatchery. Still no droning for the third hatchery just yet. A few drones just popped out. If the Queens and Hydras join up, I think Grim's dead. He's going to try and clean up the creep, which is a good idea. He's very worried about these Hydras. I mean... oh, look at this. He's actually going Robo and Robo Bait. This is genius. If he can get Disruptors out, he can actually deal with Queen Hydra with Disruptors. But I don't know. Oh, man, this is going to be hard. He's going to have to use batteries overcharge, maybe build a few more shield batteries. If I were him, I would just be using battery overcharge right now. He's going to go for it. He's going to try and focus fire these queens. But look at that. The healing is not fast enough. There's so much damage in that army. He kind of needs to fight with the cannons, and he's doing it now. His Void Rays all kind of clumped up here. Oh, another one gets focus fired. He's taking so much damage here, but the cannons are doing work. The cannons are doing mad work right now. Those Void Rays just aren't falling. The Queens and Hydra's numbers are going down. And the Zerg player here, he's starting to get some of the Void Rays down. But oh, another pullback, and look at that. Look at that. He's lost a total of 5 Void Rays this game. We just saw 10 Hydras and like 5-6 Queens go down. That was a disaster. Yet another time where our Zerg player attacks at the Protoss' strong point. A much weaker point over here. A much weaker point anywhere else where he tries to expand. But now suddenly Grimmy gets the driver's seat and he gets to sneak this expansion up. He's getting away with murder in this game because the Zerg player keeps getting baited into the cannons and batteries. I love the way Grimmy is microing these Void Rays, clearing creep. He's now got a Disruptor. And he'd love to bait you into that. Let's take a look at this from Grimmy's point of view. That Disruptor coming forward. Oh, I think he shows it a bit too early. I would have liked it being a bit more of a surprise. Oh, he gets a Hydra and clips 1 Queen, but he loses 2 Void Rays there. So pretty sloppy control, to be honest. Oh, get out of there. No, don't lose your Disruptor, mate. Don't lose your Disruptor. Oh, big mistake there from Grimmy there. You could see a player who cannon rushes every game. It's Disruptor micro. Ah, not quite the level of Estrella, is it, Grimmy? I'm sure Grimmy will enjoy me making fun of his Disruptor control, you know? He's a young lad. He hasn't quite learned how to handle the balls just yet. He's still, some things have not unlocked their secrets. Just give him time. He'll get there, guys. The Hydras and the Queens are coming forward as these Void Rays pull back. 1 Disruptor there. Drones on the third. The Zerg still has a decent opportunity in this game. Oh, imagine if he was going towards Hive. Hive would counter all this tech so hard. Instead, those Disruptors. Oh, gets 2 Hydras and a Creep Tumor. Well done. Very dangerous how far he moves forward with the Disruptor. Once again, doesn't want to lose that. Lots of shield batteries are up here, though. It's just Void Rays and Disruptors. Not a very high-tech army. He kind of needs to bait these Hydras into fighting into the cannons. He does have a third up, though, and that's a very important move for Grimmy. His main, he's recalled most of the probes out of that to this base. And you know what? He's making a lot happen with a little. Another Disruptor comes forward. Oh, Grimmy! Grimmy, you got to be careful, buddy! Oh my god, he's struggling. 2 control groups. You can literally see his brain stretching and trying to adapt to have to control so many units. He's like, dude, 12 pieces on the board at once. This is just too much, man. Oh, the Hydra's clumping, but the Disruptor's in the open. Ooh, okay. Hits only the destructible rocks with that. The Void Rays do pick off some more creep to the south, but They got to be careful. Those are hungry, hungry Hydras. 11 Void Rays, 2 Disruptors. Disruptor's not quite ready to fire just yet. And the Zerg player could be taking a 4th and a 5th and going Vipers. And remember, like I said, this army can only really defend with cannons and batteries. It can't actually engage in the open ground. It can't push and punish your bases. So, I mean, he goes forward again. Grimmy, keep those disruptors back, mate. You got to move them just into range. Don't be clicking them through the opponent's army, dude. But yeah, the Zerg still has such a scary army that I think he might just surround it and kill it. As long as the Zerg flanks and doesn't just come in from one side. The problem the Zerg's having is he's not really going for any game-changing tech. Vipers would be amazing. Big ball lands, takes out like 6 Hydras. Another good Disruptor shot, gets like 3 of them. And those Disruptors get back to the shield batteries. Oh, the Hydras are on top, though. The Hydras are on top. Battery overcharge, keeping it alive way longer than I thought it could. And it actually keeps both Disruptors alive. Battery overcharge saves the day. The Hydras cannot fight into that. We see what happens when they chase into the Disruptor. Fire! Oh my god, another shot goes out. And the Void Rays are killing them as they turn tail and run. I cannot believe he's actually getting overwhelmed. He had 31 Hydras. And he hasn't even killed a Void Ray in this fight. That last 2 minutes, he just lost... I think it was like 22, 23 Hydras in the last battle, and he didn't kill any units. Oh my god. Our Zerg player, I think he's broken, honestly. I feel like all we're seeing here is Grimmy's comfort in this sort of ridiculous game, and the Zerg's discomfort. Because the Zerg has all the tools they need, everything except a calm and stable mindset while dealing with strange situations. If Void Rays take the hatch out, he loses 1 or 2 Void Rays. But look at that, the Hydras get angry. They chase off creep. A Disruptor shot clips one of the Hydras. Nicely done. A Grimmy just dropping trousers. He just drops those balls on the opponent's face. And where's the 4th? Where's the 5th? He had so much time with so many units. If the Zerg just took more bases, he could have smashed this. Imagine, Vipers or something. It's so funny because I got to tell you, when you're playing from Grimmy's point, you know how kind of like defenseless you are. And everything you do is like a desperate attempt to distract and keep your opponent busy enough so they don't actually realize they can just kill you. Oh! And when you land a shot like that, oh my god, do you feel happy? GG, well played, you mad lad. What the... Quickly, we need to rewind because I got to show you guys the units lost over that last like 4 minutes. I'm just going to 8 times it really quickly, but this needs to be shown, okay? Look at the units lost tab. 4,500 for Grim, 6,700 for Zerg. Okay, now let's zoom forward to the end of the game. So Grim lost 5,000 resources, and in that time the opponent lost like 13, 14. He was almost 3 times as efficient. Oh my god. And the last few minutes especially were brutal. That was savage. GG, well played, Grim. Thank you for sharing that disgusting replay with me. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye and good night.